Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the widgets. So if you're brand new here, all you just have to do is hit create. It's going to take you into a space like this. You're going to put in your domain there. If you're networking, if you have a group set up, then you can connect this widget to the group that's there. You can get directly to manage groups. I don't remember seeing that. I think my developer added that for me. So awesome. You can click there and manage your groups if you want. But we're going to stay here. So this is where you're going to customize your button to make it look however you want. You can see it's green with hello in it. You can click, these are some default ones. You can see it's changing down there as I click these, right? I can put in whatever I want here. Howdy doody. Right? And there it changes to howdy doody. I don't know why you would deactivate it, but maybe you want to for whatever reason. Text button color. Most of this is pretty self-explanatory, right? There it becomes red, and here's there's a blue. Whatever it is, you can pull the code, the colors from your site and make it look however you want, right? So make it how you want it. The best thing you can do is get it exactly how you want it first before you go and copy and paste the code. The final page code, this is for lead conversion page. So if you're nerdy enough to know what to do with this, then have at it. If you're not sure, I'd say just leave it for right now. I'm not going to get into the depth of that right now. We're going to stay focused on the widget. That's a whole different purpose there. So I kind of wanted it somewhere else, but that's where my developer put it. So I'm just going to leave it for right now. But it gives you instructions right here. Copy and paste the code below to the header tag of your website, right? So if you have your website builder, you're going to put it in the header tag. So you're going to take this right here and you're going to copy it, right click or Control C, whatever you want, copy. And then you'll paste it into the header tag. The header tag is what will keep it floating like it is here, and it will put it on every single page that you have, right? Just like this, I have this. I can go to the services tab, and the floating bubble's still there. So by putting it in the header, it literally puts it on every single page because that header translates to every single page. So that's the nice part about it is it will put it everywhere in when you put it in one spot. One thing to be aware of is that whatever you create it like right here, you can see howdy doody in blue. Yet on my site, it's still red and it has instant quote. That's because my site and this site are not communicating. This code right here, once you copy and paste it and you put it on your site, it's going to stay the same. If you come and change the color of the button or the wording on it, it's not going to modify it on your site unless you copy and paste this code again. So you have to go back and forth, which isn't really that big of a deal. But if you're not a super nerd and you don't know how to do that regularly, it's not easy for you, then try to get it right the first time, right? Or if you know how to get in real quickly and easy, because here's what happens if you got the background colors right there in the code. So there's the number that's up here is put into the code down here. So again, this site notary calendar and my personal site don't communicate. I just have to copy and paste this to change it if I want it to be different. Hopefully that makes sense. So, like I said, best thing you can do is get it how you want it the first time, and you don't ever have to mess with it again. That's the way I am. That's what I prefer to do. But sometimes you got to modify things. So, if you want a built-in form, I mean, if you just want this static form, which looks like this, if it's on your homepage, so somebody goes to your homepage, it sits right there as just a form. If you want to have this is Jody's site, which actually I kind of like hers better. But here's the challenge that you may run into. Depending on what you're utilizing, okay? I fought GoDaddy for a while. Their website builder does not work with the floating bubble. This floating bubble will not work on theirs for some reason. I spent 3 or 4 hours on the phone with different tech support guys, and they could not get it to work. Jody had the same challenge with Divi. She's using WordPress, and there's a plugin called Divi, which is some kind of builder that allowed her to build. It's a beautiful site, but there was nowhere in the header that would allow HTML. There was a spot for CSS, but not HTML. So she fought it for a few hours, and then she got a hold of me and said, I can't get this. Can you help me? And we tried for 45 or 50 minutes and just could not figure out. Looked all over Divi, all this. And she finally figured out that she could do a pop-up. She could add a pop-up with Divi. And then putting the pop-up, which comes with this button right here, she just clicks this. This is her pop-up page, right? And so she just dropped the form inside the pop-up page, which actually I really, really like. Like I said, I like this better than the widget on my site, because it kind of functions the same where you have that button there, but then it opens this page, which allows her to put an explanation. And I'm seriously considering doing this on my site. It's just a matter of finding the time to be able to do it. But so she just used the form because the floating bubble won't work. But again, it basically functions the same way. And she's got this nice little explanation here that tells people what this is for. Because one of the challenges I've had is people go to my site, they see it, and they think it's just a regular contact form, right? They don't understand or realize that it's a sophisticated booking tool. Because what do? If you need service now, which a lot of times people need their stuff notarized right now, you don't want to fill out this form and send in the information and wait for them to come back to you for, God knows how long it might take them. And so a lot of people don't realize that that's what it is. That's where this comes in handy, where you click it and there's a little explanation, says what it is, and now they know that they can see what they need right there. So lots of different ways to do it. If you run into hurdles, get a hold of me. We'll try to find a solution for it. There's workarounds. This might be the best solution yet if you have a website builder that won't work with the floating bubble. So just if you can create a pop-up page, do that. Or what you can do is also just code in buttons, right? This button right here has the same thing. So all you have to do is go to your particular button, right? There's ones all over my site. Book now, that does the same thing. It brings up the form. On the services page, you see the gentleman that built this for me put all these in here, free quote. So we just click on the free quote. All I had to do was take this code and code it in behind the button. So when they click the button, it pulls this code and it pulls up this box. So lots of different ways to work around and get it to work. So it just depends on, like I said, depends on what builder you're using and what limitations that one has. So, but again, if you have questions, you have something, need something, phone number and the email address at the bottom of the page there. Or you can also, like I said before, you can go and do an online thing, book a consultation with me, and we'll figure out how to get you taken care of. So there's the cat. All right, have a great day. We'll see you soon.